Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back for another video. Thank you for joining me on this channel. This is actually the only channel that I'm able to upload to at the moment. So we're gonna get into why that is. So I wrote out some bullet points as to what I wanted to talk about because this video does need some structure to it. I want to address some main points and instead of just kind of open-endedly talking like I do normally. So why am I making this video? Why have I directed you to my second channel? What is going on? So I was looking at my email this morning and I received a certain email that I did not want to receive. It wasn't so nice, it wasn't so kind, it wasn't so sweet, it wasn't so amazing. But before I get into it, I want to preface with this because I know that some viewers of this video are going to have a knee-jerk reaction of what they would like to initially do and what they would like to initially say, but I need to make it very clear that the purpose of this video is to not instigate, encourage, or serve as a call to action for any of you all listening to what I'm saying to bring about disparagement, harassment, hate, nasty words, nasty things to anyone in particular on the internet. There will be a certain person we are going to talk about that we have covered on this channel before, but I do encourage all of you to leave this person alone. Don't say anything to them. Don't go to their videos. Don't write a bunch of stuff. Don't be mean. Don't say hateful things. Don't think that you're getting one over on them or whatever. So let's get into this. Basically, I was copyright struck by a content creator that we cover on this channel. This certain content creator enjoys grocery shopping. They enjoy buying large amounts of things at grocery stores. And in the past, we have enjoyed watching this person grocery shop. We have, had fun time with it. We have had some commentary, but I could imagine that commentary did not come across as so sweet, kind, fun, and lighthearted that we treat it on over here to the person that it was targeted at. So if you're wondering from the basics of this, I'm going to explain. So what is a copyright strike? Because a lot of you just come to YouTube and you watch videos. You don't really have any experience or knowledge about the creator side of YouTube. So I'm going to talk about that. A copyright strike versus a copyright claim are very different. A copyright claim is if I went to my local grocery store and I started filming around and Justin Bieber's Baby was playing in the background of the store. And I uploaded that video to YouTube and it said, oh, so you're using Justin Bieber's music in this video, so we have to give him a portion of the revenue or all of the revenue. That would be a copyright claim. That happens pretty frequently to a lot of my videos, and usually it is mended by trimming out the segment or muting a certain segment of it. But a copyright strike is a bit different. This is deliberately issued by a certain content creator, and they're basically saying, you are not allowed to use my content because what you're doing with it is illegal. That is basically what a copyright strike is. They're saying that I basically used their content in an illegal manner and they are willing to take it to a court to be deemed illegitimate or legitimate. So in the eyes of the law, this would get settled through the courts. So a copyright strike is a little bit more severe than a copyright claim, naturally. When a content creator receives a copyright strike, it can be 1, 2, 3, several. So from this specific content creator, I received, I think it was like 12. I don't know. There was about a dozen. There was about a dozen copyright strikes that I received from this person. So I am well past YouTube's limit of 3. A content creator is allowed to have 3 copyright strikes at any given time. So because this person has issued me more than 3 copyright strikes, I received an email, and it was pretty foreboding. It was pretty ominous, I will have to tell you. This email said your YouTube account is subject to termination in, it was like 1 week or 10 days or something like that. So my my YouTube account, as is right now, is scheduled to be deleted. My account is supposed to be terminated within 1 week of today. Why am I uploading on this account versus on the main account? So I was issued copyright strikes on both of my accounts. As you all know, I have my main account, OhLordyitsJordy, and then I have this account that you're watching on right now, OhLordyitsJordy. In the past, we used to cover this certain content creator on a different platform, and then I would take that content from that platform and upload it to YouTube. So I haven't done that in a couple months, but there is old footage of this content creator on my channel from old streams. So they actually did strike both of my channels. However, they only sent me in 2 copyright strikes on this channel. So because I only received 2, I'm allowed to still upload, and my account is not subject to termination. So if and when we do upload and stream until the regular OhLordyitsJordy account is back in action and ready to go, this will be the account that we will be using for any sort of streaming or pre-recorded videos or anything of the sort. What does this mean for my channel? So as I just said, my account is subject to termination because I have been sent 3 or more copyright strikes. That means I was given the option to either accept the strike. Basically, there's 3 things that you can do when you receive a copyright strike. You can accept it. You can just say, okay. I mean, you don't have to agree with it necessarily. It's kind of like just pleading no contest. It's like, okay, you sent me a copyright strike, and a copyright strike will expire after 90 days. It'll just poof off of your account. This has happened to me one other time. I received a copyright strike, I want to say the summer of 2022. This is back maybe when I was like 3 or 4 months into creating videos about Amber Lynn, and I was using random clips from other people. And a certain clip that I used in one of the Amber Lynn videos was of some woman and her kids playing patty cake, because at the time Amber Lynn was having a conversation about patty cake. And I used a clip of people playing patty cake. Well, the owner of that video didn't like that because they didn't like the nature of my channel. And they said, well, I really don't like your channel, and I don't like what you talk about on your channel, so therefore I'm going to strike your account. What that person didn't understand was that copyright strikes are not issued because you don't like what someone's talking about. They're issued because there has been a violation in the law. So the thing at the time was, well, you're allowed to have 3 at any given time. I wasn't doing anything else, that was wrong or could be deemed strikeable. So I let it fade. 3 months went by and it left my account. I cannot do that with this course of action that this content creator has thrown my way. So now what I have done is I have appealed all of these copyright strikes, and I have provided a lot of personal information about myself to the copyright striker. And what they are free to do now with that information about me is they can take me to court. We can have this decided elsewhere, and in the eyes of a court somewhere, this will get handled. Do I think that will happen? I really don't know. I wouldn't think that it would get to that point, but honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. This is the first type of communication or correspondence that I have received with this individual. So, obviously based on the type of commentary that I've provided in some of my streams, they, probably aren't too happy with me, given the nature of it and everything. But regardless, reaction channels, snark channels, comedy channels, humor channels, whatever you want to call me, it's not a violation of the law. it's not a violation of YouTube's terms of service. If what I was doing and what I was saying on these live streams or these pre-recorded videos went against YouTube's terms of service, they would take them down for violations of whatever they see fit. That has not happened. That is the course of action that I would recommend a content creator ledge against my channel or ledge against me as an individual. You know, some type of like, oh, I don't like this content, I don't like what this person is saying, but to give me a copyright strike and say that my content is illegal, not transformative, not under the guise of fair use, that's just not factual. So in the event of this having to go to court, what we would have to do is this content creator would have to take me to court, and then we would get this. I mean, it's just a little bit ludicrous for me to even hypothesize right now, just because it would just be like us going over like clip by clip with a judge and everything. It's just very silly. That's why I can't really keep a straight composure and everything. So that is what I am currently waiting on. I have appealed every single copyright strike that I have been given on both my accounts. And I'm not really sure what happens next. This content creator, I believe, has a week or 10 days. It's either a week or 10 days. I keep getting those numbers mixed up and everything. But they either have a week or they have 10 days to either lift the strike and, let me have my account back, because this should have never happened in the first place, or they can file a lawsuit against me. They can get an attorney, I can get an attorney, and we can spend thousands and thousands of dollars and go to court about something that this person would lose. So that's kind of where we're at with things right now. Why do I think this happened? I think that this happened for several reasons. I think that this specific content creator, not just for the obvious part of the snark element of my videos, who would like that, really? I mean, who would like that? Who would like watching their videos, be commented on by someone else and someone, providing not so nice comedy at some parts, make mention of certain things that they probably didn't want talked about. So that's kind of just the obvious. It's like, well, why doesn't this person want you reacted to? Well, it's online criticism, and sometimes online criticism gets to be overwhelming. It's, it hurts. It hurts to hear. You don't really like it. Et cetera, et cetera. I also think that this specific content creator hasn't been doing as well as they have been in the past. And I think that that's a little bit aggravating for them, because, if you are making a lot of money at one point, if you're doing really well, and then your influence or your revenue or your, impact on the internet isn't as successful as it once was, that's a little bit concerning. It's a little bit frustrating. It's a little bit discouraging. So I can understand the aspect of wanting to point your finger at someone. It's their fault. It's not my fault. It's this person that's making nasty videos about me and saying these awful things. That's why my views are down. That's why my revenue is down. I understand. Emotions get the best of people sometimes. So I think that this person made a very irrational decision very quickly and did it in a very emotional sense, which is fine. We're all human. This sort of thing happens. But the thing about a copyright strike and your emotions is those two things don't really mix, because what you're alleging by striking my videos is that I illegally uploaded your content. That did not happen. So just because you don't like what someone is saying or what someone is using your content for, that doesn't give you the right to strike them. I mean, you're welcome to strike any of my videos, but that doesn't mean that it's going to hold up or that it's going to go anywhere. So it doesn't really matter why this happened. I just think that she's a little bit, I just think that they are a little bit frustrated. I think that they are looking to point the finger somewhere. I think that they are feeling a little bit, maybe not even a little bit, a lot of bit overwhelmed about what people are saying about them on the internet. I mean, y'all got to face it. The internet is a very interesting place. A lot of things are said, and, you know, when it's all targeted at you, it's very overwhelming sometimes. So I can empathize with why this person got overwhelmed, but unfortunately, what you have now done is you have now made an incorrect decision. And this incorrect decision, based on your emotions, can come back to bite you. Because when you issue copyright strikes against someone and they get lifted, that doesn't mean it's just like, oh, well, you know, well, it didn't go through. So it's not a good thing to do, because when you copyright strike someone and then it gets lifted like that, then YouTube kind of takes a look at your account and thinks, well, why did you issue a copyright strike against this person if you didn't, you know what I mean? It's kind of like now you're the one that looks a little bit sus. So, I mean, you know, obviously I don't hope that this person's channel gets deleted, or I hope that this channel doesn't get, honestly, I understand where this person's coming from, you know, being the target of snark, being the target of whatever, it can be overwhelming. I understand why this person did what they did. But when we get down to it, trying to shut my account down because of grounds that you're claiming that illegal uploads or non-fair use does not come into play, that's just silly. That's just silly. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. But I just have one other little point right here, is that reaction channels help certain content creators. It brings about popularity. It brings about talking about you. So, you know, that old saying, all attention is good attention. You know, even though the things that we say on here don't paint certain content creators in the best light, it brings a platform and it brings a certain audience to other people that otherwise would not be watching your videos or hearing about you or, you know, making you money. Because, you know, a lot of people that come to my platform and they see this and they're like, well, you know, I would have never heard about X, Y, and Z had you not been talking about them. I would have never went and subscribed to their channel. I never would have went and followed them. I never would. See what I mean? So it makes them money, and it, you know, encourages them to have views, encourages them to have followers. They might argue that it's the wrong type of follower. It's the wrong type of subscriber. It's encouraging things that, you know, are on the grounds of you're sending me unwanted attention. That's all fine and dandy. That's another argument for another type of day. But in terms of copyright striking my content because of illegal use of it, that's just, we're off track here. That's not really what we're talking about. So, yeah, I mean, I was never contacted by this person initially. I understand I'm not owed that. This person is more than willing and able to look at content about them online and copyright strike whatever they would like. You know, people have used my videos in the past. If I really wanted to, I could go to their videos and I could issue them a copyright strike. Doesn't mean I'm going to, but yeah. So, yeah, I was never owed like a sort of like a heads up or some type of email. But I just think that if you're trying to take down another content creator on YouTube, I don't know. Do you think it would be in your best interest to maybe reach out to them via email ahead of time and try to come to a conclusion? I mean, I understand that this person doesn't like me. This person doesn't like the things that I say. But when it comes down to it, what you are trying to initiate by these copyright strikes is you're trying to start a lawsuit with them. Thousands of dollars. Travel. You would have to travel, you would have to do all these things, to make this a reality and everything. So what probably could have been sorted out with an email, with a little bit of correspondence, but, again, I think that this decision was made very emotionally, and I don't think that this person wants to work things out. I just think that they see what they see, they don't like it, and they are just going to do what they want to do based on their emotions. But I think that's all I have to say for today. Again, I want to reiterate that I do not condone, encourage, suggest, or really want any of you to go to any sort of content creator and leave them discouraging, disparaging, hateful, mean comments. I don't want you to contact any content creator on my behalf. I don't want you to leave it. I don't want you to say anything to them. The reason why I'm making this video is because I don't want to leave my audience in the dark, because my main channel, OhLordyitsJordy, will likely not have anything posted on it for the entirety of the week until this is being settled. So in the meantime, what we will be doing is any sort of streaming that we do, it will actually occur on this channel. We will continue to do live streams and everything of the sort, but it will have to be on this channel because this is the only channel that I am able to operate on during this time. So I would encourage y'all to follow this account as well as my Twitch account. My Twitch account is OhLordyitsJordyTV, all one word. I'll put it in the description below. And I will be giving you guys updates as this week goes along. I'm not really sure what to expect. I've never had so many copyright strikes hit me all at once like this, but these sort of things happen. And we're just gonna have to take it day by day and see how it goes. So I would really like to thank you all for listening. Obviously no one wants to hear this kind of stuff, but hey, it happens. If you have any questions for me personally, please leave them down below and I'll try to get back to you. But other than that, hope to see you soon, y'all. Thanks for listening.